What's going on, everybody? Thank you for watching Wild Fed Family, and tonight the sun is setting on the first afternoon of the year. Yes, it is New Year's Day, and today I'm going to be making something really good for dinner. Now, it's going to be the best way to start off the year, and I haven't eaten anything all day, so I'm excited to get cooking. So let me show you what we're making. So before I do anything food related, I'm going to get a fire going. So about 6 months ago, I had a white oak tree come down in the goat pen, and yesterday afternoon is when I started cutting it up. So I got a good sized chunk, split a little bit, and then picked up the limbs for some kindling, and we are gonna be grilling over a white oak fire. But the reason I'm starting this fire so early is because I want it to burn down into nothing but coals. Now, I don't want to see any of the wood grain, I don't want to see fresh wood, I want to see a pile of glowing red hot coals with clean smoke and really hot heat, which oak is perfect for. But while this is burning down, we need to go get some tenderloins. Well, welcome to the grocery store. This is actually the meat cooler. When I opened the door, it was still holding 35, 36 degrees in here. And this dough has been hanging for, this would be day 7 now. So the tenderloins actually come from right here and right here on the inside of the body cavity. Now, a lot of people mix up the tenderloins, the loins, the back straps. The back straps come from right here. The tenderloins come from right here. Now, the back straps can be called loins. Don't confuse the two. There are only 2 small tenderloins per deer, and they come from right there. So, I'm gonna get them out of there, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like once I pull them out, then after I trim them up. So that's what they look like untrimmed. And that is what they look like trimmed. Now, the reason I'm cutting these out 7 days early, so you can see like that is a little bit of oxidation on there. And the reason that I pull them out is because 7 days is plenty for the tenderloin, because it's already really tender, but you don't want them to dry out because they are a fairly thin piece of meat, and you want to get them out early. And honestly, it's my favorite part to eat, one of them. So it doesn't last long. The very last thing I'm gonna do is put some 4S wild game on there. And this is probably one of my favorite seasonings. You've probably seen it in some other videos. And I will go ahead and put an Amazon link in the description of this video, because you're gonna need to get you some. So, light coated this. And this is going in the refrigerator for about another hour, hour and a half while that fire burns down. And we got more stuff to get from the garden to finish dinner up. All right, we have got to feed the animals, and then we're headed to the garden. You feeding the chickens? Good job. All right. Come on. All done. Hey, what are those?
Eggs.
Yep, 2 eggs. Cheese. All right, let's go. So right here in this little plot, I have a ton of spinach and Swiss chard. We are gonna saute some of those with some onion. So while the fire's been burning down, I did a little bit of prep work. So this is what I'm gonna do with the spinach and Swiss chards. Now I got some yellow onion, some garlic, I have Parmesan cheese, some Munster cheese, mozzarella, half a stick of butter, half a block of cream cheese, salt, and pepper. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a quick saute and then add all of that stuff in once it has kind of softened up and the onions and the garlic is browned. The next thing that I'm cooking is some red potatoes, and I'm doing a salt potato version of that. And it's pretty simple. You just add a lot of salt, boil them down until they're tender, melt a bunch of butter in them, and they are some of the best potatoes you will ever eat. If you are from Syracuse, New York, you know what I'm talking about. And last but not least, I'm gonna head out to the grill and I'm gonna show you what my fire looks like and what we are gonna do to cook up these venison tenderloins. So the fire's still got a little bit of burning down to do, but it is going to be perfect because right here is the hot flames that I'm going to be searing those tenderloins over for probably about 2 minutes per side. It doesn't take much. So the last thing left to do is sear up this venison, but before I do, I need to add a little bit of fat so that it does not stick to the grill. Plus, a little bit of fat adds flavor. Now you can use butter, you can use olive oil. Right now, I'm using some beef tallow, and I'm just gonna lay it down on here, roll it around, and you can see as it hits that cold meat, it's actually going to firm up and almost turn waxy. But that's what we want, because we want that to help give us a really nice sear on the grill. So that right there is about a 5-minute cook time. Give it a 5-minute rest time, and then make a plate. Ready for dinner? All right, well, dinner is served, and that is the first meal of the year. So I'm really looking forward to this. Also, do not overcook your venison. Medium to medium rare should be the most that you cook it. But anyway, I got hungry kids, hungry wife, and we need to go to sleep. So we're gonna fill up. I'll probably eat about 4 of those plates and go to bed. But I will see you on the next videos. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing. See ya.